Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome, amazing, and super cool ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. With me tonight, we have the number 17 sprint car driver, Reece Saldana, on the show with me tonight. Welcome to the show, Reece.
Thanks for having me.
So, Reece, let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all begin for you?
Well, it started back in 2018. We got an outlaw cart, kind of messed around with that a little bit. Didn't really get anywhere. We didn't really do a lot of races, probably 5 or 6. But we got a micro. Did that for a couple years, kind of progressed to a sprint.
Yeah, so you kind of progressed, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just we had about one. Actually, only really had one full season. The first season, 2019, we had a lot of motor issues, and then 2020 was probably our first and only full season. And then last year, obviously, I broke my back, so didn't really get I got maybe 8 races in micro. About it.
So last year when you broke your back, what initially happened, Reece?
Okay, so we'll restart. 2021. So we were at SIR, Southern Illinois Raceway, and we were passing for third, and guy just got into my left rear, and it pushed the tire off the bead. In a micro, you can't really feel that because it drives off the left rear because it's a chain-driven car. And so a little mad, just kind of probably forced the issue a little too much on a rougher track, and it just kind of flipped me perfectly, and it landed on the rails, and it just did the trick, really. Just
Wow.
a lucky situation.
Wow. So Reece, when you climbed into a micro for the first time and an outlaw cart, did you have a lot of success right out of the gate?
And the outlaw cart, yeah, because it really wasn't difficult. It's just like driving a go-kart. And then in the micro, no. I think we won our 4th night out in the micro, but other than that, we just kind of struggled. And I felt like by the time we started getting better, we started running with better cars, and I didn't really ever win a lot. It was a lot of learning for me when it came to the micro.
So, Reece, you've moved from micro sprints into sprint cars, right? You're running 410 sprint cars, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Reece, was it
I'm trying to, at least.
Is it a huge learning curve moving from micros to a 410 sprint car?
Oh, of course. Last night at Atomic, I was terrible. Just struggling with and a micro. First off, I never liked power steering. It was something I'd never felt like I could feel my front tires. And now in a sprint car, you obviously need power steering, and I'm struggling with turning my wheel too much. And then obviously the speed, you need to use your throttle, more downforce on the wing. And it's just something I'm struggling with in a sprint car, trying to get used to.
Okay. So Reece, that'll come in time. I know you'll get that down pat here in time, because I know you kids are very talented at what you do. So Reece, let's talk about your race car number. Where did that number 17 come from?
Honestly, I don't even know. My dad always used the 17. It just was his kind of number. It started back when he drove for his dad. So it's just kind of like a passed on thing.
Yeah, and I remember your dad driving the 17 car, but then also further into his career, he was driving for a guy that had a 71M, which was kind of just the reverse way of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked that. I don't really know the meaning behind 17. I don't know if he does either. It's just kind of something that's with us.
Okay. So Reece, let's talk now. Do you have a racing nickname?
I do not.
I
do not have a nickname.
Okay. We got to work on getting you one there, Reece, because I'm the full throttle rock star here. So
yep.
Reece, when you're getting ready to go on the track and you're getting strapped into the car, what is your thought process getting in there? Are you nervous, or what do you do to get yourself psyched up to get in that car?
I'm pretty nervous. I got a lot of anxiety, so um, uh, I just try and breathe and just stay comfortable. It just get ready for it. I guess I don't really have a process. It just kind of breathe and do it.
So to get yourself okay in the mode to go racing, do you have like music you listen to get into the mode to go racing, or
I do actually. I'm pretty weird. People probably will think I'm weird after saying this, but I actually love listening to jazz before I go race. It really calms my nerves,
okay,
and it's something I've always done. So
okay, very cool. So Reese, when it comes to your racing career, you've had a lot of success. What would you say is the biggest win you've had in your racing career so far?
well, probably my coolest win was at Macon 2 years ago with my grandpa. My dad was at Knoxville driving for the 12 in, so it was just me and my grandpa. And I set my own car up and we won, and that was by far the coolest win I've ever had, just because it was just me doing it.
Very cool, Reese. Very cool. So Reese, when you're at the racetrack and you're getting hungry for something to eat, what's your favorite thing to eat at the track?
I actually don't eat. I
You
am.
don't.
I do not eat. I'll eat before we go racing, and other than that, I won't. Once hot
Okay.
laps start, I won't eat at all.
Okay. So Reese, so who's all on your racing crew to help you out with your race car?
Well, right now it's just me and my dad, so it's just a little small ragtag team of me and him. But my cousin Riley, he's in college right now. But once in a couple weeks now, he'll be with us, and we have another buddy of mine, Garrett Cora. He's gonna hopefully come and help us out a little bit.
Okay. And your dad is the legendary Joey Saldana, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. So Reese, who is your racing hero?
I have a couple heroes. Obviously, I'm biased towards my dad because I grew up
Yeah.
watching him.
Oh
But
yeah.
a close friend of mine, Brian Clausen, someone I really look up to, and
Yeah.
probably my favorite driver, Jacob Allen.
Okay. Very cool. So Reese, where do you see yourself in 5 years with your racing career?
I don't really know right now. I plan on going to college. I got
Okay.
accepted in the Butler, so I'm probably going half years racing because I don't really know my college schedule yet.
So are
But
you a senior this year, Reese?
yes, I am.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
So I don't really know right now. My parents really want me to focus on school,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully, I'm hoping to still race on the weekends,
Yeah.
but I don't really know right now.
So what is going to be your major at Butler University?
I'm going for mechanical engineering, and then I'm
Okay.
also gonna co-major business.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. And where is Butler University at, Reese?
Right in Indianapolis, right
So it's not
outside.
it's not that far from home.
No, it's not that. It's probably 35 minutes from home, so I'm hoping
Okay.
to still race.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So Reese, when it comes to your racing team, do you help work on your race car quite a bit?
Probably not as much as I should. My dad will probably give me crap for saying if I was boasting that I did. I try my best though, and I'm trying to learn. Obviously, it's just something again that comes with time.
Okay. So Reese, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Well, right now 410 racing, I don't really have a lot. Like last night, hung out with Gary Taylor a little bit, but obviously they're way older than me when it comes to sprint car racing usually. But back in the micros, Darren Nada and Mason Hannigan and just all those guys from US 24. They're all
Oh,
great guys. They all work
okay.
super hard.
Okay. So Reese, did you ever race with Caden Brinkman?
I might have. I'm bad
Yeah.
with names, so I
Okay.
don't.
So Reese, when it comes to your racing career, what do you like to do away from the track?
Um, I don't know. I'm a pretty boring person. I work a lot. I work at CSI, so that takes up my weeks, and I like to work out. So
Okay.
that's pretty
Alrighty.
much it.
So Reese, who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
J&J Storage, LT Rich, Smith Trucking, Himsol. I could name off for hours, honestly. if you're on my car, you just mean a lot to me because you're the one helping me out and putting me on the track.
Alrighty. So Reece, once this racing show gets bigger, I'd possibly like to put my name on your car. I'll get my name out there, definitely.
Yeah.
So Reece, what's your favorite part about being a race car driver? Do you like the speed? Do you like being around the fans?
Just the challenge of it,
Yeah.
I was talking to Cole Duncan last night, someone who's doing what I did. He went to college. He
Okay.
obviously is one of the best sprint car drivers in Ohio, in my opinion.
Okay.
And he was talking about it was just him and his dad, same as us, and it's just a real challenge. You got some guys out there that are really, really good, and to learn with your dad and just progress, that's to me the whole thing about sprint car racing.
Okay. And are you still looking for sponsors, Reece, for your racing team?
Oh, of course. Everyone helps, obviously.
Oh yes.
The more
If
the
there's
better.
anybody out here going to be watching the racing show with me and Reece Saldana, and you want to help sponsor him, reach out to Reece and his dad Joey and his mom Shannon, because they would appreciate the sponsorship on Reece's race cars that gets further into his racing career.
Yeah.
So Reece, do you watch any other type of racing besides dirt racing?
Yeah, I watch a little bit of Formula One. I wouldn't say I'm a guru on it, but I do like watching that. I don't really watch a lot of NASCAR, but I mainly just watch a lot of dirt racing. Honestly.
Okay. Do you ever watch any like IndyCar racing at all, or?
Occasionally, I watch the Indy 500.
That's my favorite race. That is my favorite IndyCar race.
But I don't.
Yeah.
I probably should, but I don't.
Yeah. I'd like to see you race the Indy 500 down the line, Reece.
Oh, I'd love to. That was always my dad's goal, and he never really got to that point. I think racing changed a little bit over the years, but I'd love to. That definitely would be on my checklist.
So, Reece, where do you want to see yourself in 10 years? Because we talked about your 5-year. Where do you see yourself in 10 years now?
I don't know. My overall goal in life is to win one outlaw race. I think that'd be the coolest thing ever. It's cool that my dad's won like 108 of them, which is crazy to me because, I learning how they race these sprint cars, it's just such a challenge, and like just attacking different tracks differently, and they do it every week. They do it 2-3 times a week, and it just makes you astonished at how they do it.
I would have loved to see your dad win the Knoxville Nationals and put that on his checklist.
Yeah, that was always his goal.
And I would like to see you win the Knoxville Nationals. That would be a huge deal, huge accomplishment for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Reece, so you're a senior in high school. Have you already went to your prom already?
No. I'm still debating if I want to go to the prom or race that weekend. But last year I skipped prom, and that's the weekend I broke my back. So I'm thinking it's bad luck to skip again.
Okay. So Reece, so you work at CSI. So what do you do at CSI?
Oh, I just do their sub-assembly stuff. I'm not high up there. I'm part-time because I still go to school. But
so CSI, do they build like shocks and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah. Trevor and Braden and all those guys there, they're awesome. They build shocks, and they always give me crap because I actually run factory canes, which is pretty funny. Yeah, crossover, but
Factory Cane, isn't that run by Casey Kane?
It's run by Casey's brother, Willie.
Okay. So, Reece, so do you have anything out there you want to say to the kids to help get them in a race car?
Just do what you're passionate about. It doesn't always have to be racing. It's just as long as you're passionate about something you do in life, that's all that matters. As long as you're having fun and living.
Okay. And Reece, do you have any superstitions as far as things that you won't do on race day and things that you will do on race day?
Not really. There's a helmet I don't like wearing. Other than that, not really.
So which helmet don't you like to wear?
It's it's the first helmet I ever got for my micro, and I've never had a good finish in it, so I just don't like wearing it.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Reece, when you get into your sprint car career, I'd like to get a helmet from you, like one of your World of Outlaw helmets or something.
I hope so. I hope I have enough. I hope I have a long enough career where I have a good amount of helmets to give away.
Yeah, exactly. So, Reece, I want to thank you for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. Do you have
Yep.
anything you want to ask me, Reece?
Not really. Just um, uh, you should have Mason Hannigan on your show. I know he'd love to be on it,
Yeah.
and he's got a bunch of free time, so you better get him on it.
Okay, we'll do. I'll try and reach out to Mason Hannigan. Is he on your
Yeah,
Facebook page, Reece?
he should be.
Okay, alrighty. So, Reece, thank you again for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing
Yep.
career. I will call you a little bit to thank you in person for being on with me,
Yep.
chatting with me. So I'll let you step out, and I'll call you here shortly.
Yep. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yep. See ya.
See ya. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a little racing news update for you too. That was Reece Saldana, driver of the number 17 410 sprint car. His dad is the legendary Joey Saldana, World of Outlaw sprint car racer. Little racing news update for you though. Out of the racing news situation, Kyle Busch is struggling to find a sponsor for next year. Him and Joe Gibbs are just started the process of trying to find a sponsor for next year because M&M's won't be back next year. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see where that goes. Also, Matt Hagan picked up the win in the Top Fuel Funny Cars today down in Texas, I believe. So congratulations to Matt Hagan. Also, ladies and gentlemen, definitely stay in touch with the racing show here because we have some pretty cool guests coming on board. And I'll tell you what, Nicholas Cole Denton, aka Cole Trickle, is still on his awesome winning streak. He just picked up another couple wins this week. So congratulations to Nicholas Cole Denton and the number 46 Mellow Yellow INX NASCAR Grassroots Bandolero Series. So congratulations to that team. Also, ladies and gentlemen, look out because IndyCar testing for the Indianapolis 500 is underway. And we have some pretty interesting situations going down with the IndyCar drivers out there at Indianapolis this last week. Jimmy Johnson finally got up to speed, but he was having trouble in a couple of the corners there. He finally got his car up to 227. But definitely something to watch. Keep an eye on the IndyCar drivers out there who's going to be running fast and trying to get that pull for the Indy 500. Joseph Newgarden had a fast time out there. He was one of the fastest out there. So good luck to Joseph Newgarden coming up in the Indy 500 qualifying. Also, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, a lot of the racetracks are all underway, under full swing. So good luck to everybody racing this year. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. And with that being said, be sure to go hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification button on my YouTube channel, the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. And if you would like to sponsor my racing show, feel free to email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com. Or you can text me at 712-209-7138, or you can call me at 712-209-7138. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later. Another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. I'd like to thank Reece Saldana and his team for being a part of the racing show with me tonight. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.